Hey guys, it's Dan with Crayon Brotherhood, and today I've got my co-host from the Overland 870 podcast with me, Brad Lowry.
Hey everybody, we'd like to welcome you to Whiskey and Waypoints. I'm here with Darren Parker and Dennis Goodnight, host of J3's at the Gap. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out this weekend and doing our first annual Veterans event that we're doing for everybody here. We're raising some money for a good cause for Brandon Battlehart from the Battlehart Foundation, and we'd like to thank everybody from Overland 870 and beyond that have showed up here from across the country to come to this wonderful location to have a great time and hang out with some good friends. And since we're here, we'd like to welcome you to Whiskey and Waypoints. Hey everybody, I'm Brad with the Overland 870 podcast. I'm here today with Brandon Battlehart, this year's recipient of Whiskey and Waypoints Veterans event. Brandon's going to give you a little bit of rundown of the Battlehart Foundation. He's an infantry vet from the Army, and he's going to talk to you about what he's looking to do with the Battlehart Foundation. Brandon?
So, hey, I'm Brandon Battlehart, the founder of the Battlehart Foundation. It's myself and the wife, and so when I became 100% through the VA, I felt a little entitled when a lot of my buddies weren't getting lack of limbs or not getting their percentage, and I wanted to pay it forward when I got out because Wounded Warrior Project helped me and all those organizations, and it turned into my sense of purpose. So one of the three crucial pillars that we do is strength, because obviously it takes a bit of strength to ask for help with your PTSD, and then peer-to-peer, so one-on-one, like we just have each other's back and we talk about stuff. That helps alleviate, DUI suicide, disappearing into your own trauma. And then the big one is legislative action. So that's the accountability side. And that I hope to affect legislation, kind of like the old heads that were prior to us, and with the Agent Orange, and with the new veterans coming out, yeah, I want to make serious change instead of having to learn this trial by fire when you get out and left behind by the system.
So, coming out to Whiskey and Waypoints, what we have done here is we have brought a lot of veterans here from across the United States. We have several different veterans here. We
And
have
first responders.
First responders. We have Pedro Chavez from the Phoenix Foundation from Arizona. He traveled all the way over here to hang out with us. We've got, you know, of course, Dan is also a veteran. Craig is on our board. He's also a veteran. Stephen Moore is on our board. He's also a veteran. We are looking to bring everybody into this, and we thought when we met Brandon at the very first Whiskey and Waypoints that we thought this would be a good idea to put this together for him and help him raise funds to help take veterans out into the wild and heal through overland camping, trips, you know.
There's just something about that campfire, like that camaraderie, that you bring everybody together, and it's...
And that's what the point behind Whiskey and Waypoints and Overland 870 is.
And overlanding in general.
Yeah, we are a group that brings everybody together and tries to form a unity or a bond. And when we find a good cause, and Brandon has a good cause that's going on right now, we like to help support that. And luckily, we are thankful to have so many members that take part in all this and help support it. So we've came out here this year to J3 at the Gap in Jasper, Arkansas.
Thank you, by the way, to J3.
If you have not seen the property, it is absolutely stunning. Dan's took some wonderful video of this.
I can't wait to see the drone shots.
They have added a lot of stuff for us here to do. We can't help but thank Opie Ocheson, the owner of the property, and we can't Dennis and Nancy Goodnight, the caretakers that are doing this for us. And we appreciate each one of them as much as we appreciate everybody that's came out here. So we have a lot of stuff that have been donated by several sponsors, which Rough Country is our premier sponsor. If you do not have any Rough Country stuff, you probably need to go get some because they've stepped up their game in the world of off-road and overland, and they're doing some phenomenal stuff. We have stuff that came in from Core. We have stuff that came in from Open Road. We had stuff that came in from Rebel Off-Road. We had stuff that came in from Rock Treks. They came out and supported us on here. We've got our friends over at the Feral Chicks. They're helping putting this on. So guys, we appreciate every single individual that has donated personally and every company that has donated to make this happen. So tonight, we look forward to having another good time around the campfire, maybe a couple drinks.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of gambling.
I also want to give a shout out to Dynamics.
Oh, yes.
I was originally going to do a Heart of a Warrior event. That was my event, but I just wasn't equipped. So I ended up, after last year, working with 870 to do this, and I ended up carrying forward the donations, the rock lights and the LED fog lights from Dynamics. Then obviously this whole video for me is sponsored by Rock Tricks. They were very gracious to donate 2 sets, and the other set that I went from the matte gray to the bronze is going to be donated to a first responder and a veteran. Pay it forward, and just everybody that made this together. You know, it's a family, community-based organization. We got people from Michigan, like you said, Pedro from the Phoenix Foundation, from all the way across the country. You got people from Georgia,
Texas, Louisiana,
Michigan. I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah, we'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out and taking part in this. And thank you also for all the Christmas tree cakes that I got. That's probably the best thing I got. So we got tons of Christmas tree cakes. We're going to pass them out like candy tonight. And
thank you for believing in me. I'm in my 2nd year, and I'm hitting the ground running because of all the support. And I'm beyond grateful. And it's kind of overwhelming for me because it hasn't hit home because I'm just in the trenches doing it. But thank you. I want to make that clear that if it wasn't for the village of everybody watching each other's back and Overland 870 and Brad kind of sticking his neck out and this whole thing coming together, it's just awesome. Like, there's no way to put it. You got the fall colors, you've got the outdoors, you've got the campfire, you've got giveaways, you've got a sense of community and family, and it just changes your whole perspective of coming out to these things.
And no curfew. No curfew on this event. Roger that.
Yep.
Brandon, thank you very much. We appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Started. I got stuff to do. All right, my name is Jesse. I'm with Feral Chick Outdoors, and this morning I am going to be doing a cooking class for you guys. Do I know what I'm doing? No. Have I taught a cooking class before? No. Am I gonna tell you how to cook amazing French toast? Yes. So that's what we're gonna do.
Cooking competition at Jasper.
I did, but that was because I made tacos. So, couple things I wanted to talk to you guys about is number one, this morning I'm going to be using the Trail Fire Grill. This has been one of my favorite purchases, I think, ever. It is a fire pit, a grill, and then it has this big carbon steel wok on it that you can cook quite literally anything. We've cooked anything from pizzas to breakfast to French toast, hibachi, the whole nine. So I've got some bacon just to make it a placeholder for now because usually I have this stuff pre-prepped. Most of you guys will say that you eat better at camp than you do at home. And I've heard that so many times. And that's probably pretty accurate. But my tip for that is to pre-prep it. The more you pre-prep, the easier it makes your life. I didn't pre-prep any of this because we're doing a full class. Okay, so while this is cooking, we're gonna talk about Hawaiian roll French toast this morning. It's just a pretty basic French toast, thank you. But I spiced mine up a little bit with a couple different things. So the first thing obviously you need is your eggs. And then I always add, instead of milk, I use coffee creamer. You can mix whatever kind of coffee creamer you want in there, pumpkin pie, hazelnut, French vanilla, it all works really well. Today I have southern butter pecan. And then I always add a little bit of vanilla to my French toast. This is actually like Mexican vanilla, like smuggled from Mexico. And I just put it in this little jar because it's really handy. That's the best vanilla. If you're not using it, you're wrong. And then of course cinnamon. I usually put that in there. I will put in here today. I'll have to make a little bit for Steven because Steven's allergic to cinnamon. Thanks, Steven, for ruining the French toast. So this Trail Fire Grill, guys, it's pretty handy as far as like the temperature settings and stuff goes. You can do it by either the gas or by the knob on the front. I need this to start cooking a little better. Some other tips that I have when you guys are like packing your refrigerator and stuff like that, I don't know if you know this or not, but fun fact, when you pack your refrigerator, you should be packing your meats and things that need to stay cold on the bottom and then work your way up. So like meats and then dairies, cheeses, things like that. And then on top, you can pack your vegetables, drinks, etc. So that's something that a lot of people don't really seem to know that. But when you are packing your fridge, there is an actual way to pack your fridge. So we're just gonna crack your eggs into your bowl. This is actually the GSI pot. I absolutely love this thing. It's silicone, it completely collapses down. I use it as a bowl, I wash dishes with it, I cook with it, I do all sorts of things. It is a multi-use item. So while our bacon's finishing up, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. I wish I had measurements for you guys, but I don't. I don't ever measure hardly anything. So for this group today, I've got about a dozen eggs in here. We'll start with that. I brought another dozen in case I need them. All right, so we're gonna put a pretty good splash of the coffee creamer in here until it comes to a consistency that I'm happy with. You still want it to be a little eggy, but you also want to be able to kind of see the cream in it. I've probably used half that container for this. This stuff is really sweet. So the Hawaiian rolls themselves are really sweet, which is super helpful, but then the coffee creamer really kind of takes it over to the top. A lot of times, like, you don't even really need syrup. I brought honey and syrup just in case you were super picky about it. Woo, but you don't even really need it, in my opinion. I really like vanilla in mine, so we're gonna add a pretty healthy splash. The same goes with cinnamon. I like mine a little cinnamon-y. So I usually try to put a pretty good layer on top. You guys ever tried the cinnamon challenge? Where you put like the spoonful of cinnamon in your mouth and see how long you can hold it in there? Butter your pan. This is a little bit of a country crock drizzle and sizzle. This is my favorite thing, even for like your Blackstone and stuff like that. All right, and then in they go. You just kind of plop them in here and spin them around a little bit. This is a super easy breakfast to like pre-prep too. So like you can prep it at home, put your mix like in a jar, and then all you got to do is basically dump and go. So the hardest part about this is making sure you get all sides like toasted once you get it in the pan. You could also easily take these and cut them in half and turn them into breakfast sliders if you wanted to, so you could have French toast sliders. That's been a pretty big hit before. I haven't actually made them for a large group because they are a little time consuming, but get your eggs done and then slice these suckers in half and then have your bacon or sausage or whatever. That works pretty well too. So like I said, the most time consuming part of this is you do want to make sure that like all sides are brown. So it does take obviously a little longer than a two-sided piece of bread, but in my opinion, it's worth it. So at this point, you just kind of want to make sure that there's no soggy sides, right? That everything's nice and kind of toasty, French toasty. Sometimes you got to get a little aggressive and slam it down. All right, guys, so here's the first round if anybody wants to come get some. I don't have a bunch of plates, so I don't really know what to tell you on that part. There's blueberries, there's syrup, there's honey. I prefer mine with honey, but some people like the syrup better.
Hey everybody, I'm here this morning with DJ Bell from Rough Country. Rough Country is our premier sponsor for whiskey and waypoints here at J3 at the Gap, and I would like to thank them immensely for what they have done and donated for us for such a good cause for the Battlehart Foundation. DJ, we appreciate everything you've done for us. Can you tell us a little bit what Rough Country's got coming out for us pretty soon?
We're newer to the overlanding community, within the last 3 or 4 years, but it's, more things like this at J3 at the Gap and everything. Any overlanding group, especially 870 guys, that's a big plus to us at Rough Country. So, but no, we've got more bed caps coming out for the Gladiators, the earlier Tacoma line, and pretty much every full-size truck.
Rough Country has seriously stepped up its game in the overlanding market, and it's shown out here. They have been supporting us since day one. We met DJ at the Jasper Jeep Jam. Since then, we became pretty good friends, and everything that we have looked for in a company, Rough Country has reached out and took care of us, and we cannot thank them enough. We cannot thank DJ enough for what he has done for us and what he has done for the overlanding community. Like you said, you're talking about the Gladiator bed cap that's coming out. You've got one here on the Rough Country Gladiator.
That's right.
You guys donated a tent to the Battlehart Foundation. It's going to go away to a lucky winner this weekend.
That's right.
Tons of stuff up at our table from Rough Country, and we can't say enough positive stuff about those guys. Great company, great community support, and if you're looking for something in the off-road market, I suggest you go check out Rough Country. DJ, you guys are putting in some hard work over there, man, and we appreciate every bit of it.
Man, I tell you what, there's one thing that sets us apart from everyone else. A lot of people can make a tent, a lot of people can make overlanding products. But you would not beat our customer service. Our customer service and willing to help and take care of any problem is second to none. That
is exactly true. Everyone from Overland 870 and the associated groups that are here, you're basically our contact point at Rough Country.
Right.
So we reach out to DJ probably on a daily basis. There's a lot of people that give him calls and ask him questions about products. They're great to tell you what works on your rig and what you need, and they're honest and they answer and they tell you what's going on pretty fast.
Well, even if I'm not there, you're still going to be.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
You're not going to laugh as much, but it's still going to be the same thing.
You're not going to have a good a time on the phone as you do when you call DJ.
That's right.
But like I said, I cannot say enough about Rough Country. Rough Country, thank you very much for being a part of Whiskey and Waypoints, and we appreciate it immensely. Like I said, guys, go out there. There's Rough Country stuff on my Gladiator. Get it out there, get it going, have a good time outdoors.
That's
DJ,
right.
Thank you again, brother. We
guys,
appreciate
he's actually a lot shorter. The chairs don't look like it, but he's way shorter than I am.
Yeah, way shorter. You guys have a great day. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, DJ. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, this is Jesse with Crayon Brotherhood. We're here with Michael Rhodes today, going to go on a ride for the Hurricane Trail. We got a few people with us, and we'll have some fun. Talk to you later.
We got more tickets for sale.
Okay, well, what's the difference between a green and a red?
The green ticket.
Hey, everybody listen so we don't explain this 12 times.
The green ticket is it's the same ticket that would be in your bags. That is for the rooftop tent drawing.
Okay.
If I remember what Brad told me, if you do not currently have a rooftop tent, you can buy an additional ticket.
All that stuff, and that's actually what spurred Overland 870. So we decided that all we wanted to do was give back as much as we could to the community and try to do, you know, everything that we possibly could for all you guys, because each and every one of you guys make this community up. Whether you're driving a Subaru, whether you're driving a Jeep, whether you're driving a Bronco, whatever you do, we might laugh and cut up and poke fun at each other, but that's the kind of community that we want to have. We want to make sure that we give back as much as we possibly can and give away everything that comes into us. A lot of times we'll get stuff sent to us by companies and we'll usually toss it out in the group if we can, or if somebody's in need of something, we're more than happy to just give it to you. So it's not a sale, you know, a keep and sell from your garage, it's a giveaway. So But Brandon's going to say a little something real fast, but we've got a little formal speech that we're going to do a little bit later.
Okay.
So, at the formal speech, because I can get on my soapbox and be very passionate about this, but just wanted to touch on the first year. You know, growing up, not being in foster care, that's a little background about me, and then my beautiful wife behind the camera and making my own family. It's I lost that aspect, you know, like playing in the woods, playing as a kid, right? And then now having my 2-year-old, which hopefully if we do another one, I can bring him next year. It being here last year, it literally felt like I was playing in the woods like a child. And now it turned into this. And there's a whole formal speech, so I'll get to that. But you guys came from everywhere. And my nose is to the grinder. And I'm not very good with feelings. I'm not a hugger. But I feel very honored that Michigan, Minnesota, Georgia, where I was stationed at Fort Benning, I felt like a nobody, just grinding it out, living my life, raising my family, building my kingdom. And you guys came out for support, not just for me, but for each other. Yes, we may be behind the microphone. We may be in the shadow of the spotlight, but we're nothing without you all. Because you guys spread the word, you guys get together, and we're from all different walks of life. And I know that seems pretty cheesy and like a sales pitch, but you came from everywhere in the country to Arkansas. There's other events, and you chose here, so thank you.
Brandon's going to give you a little bit of a backstory about his military service and what caused him to start the Battlehart Foundation a little bit later. But I just wanted to give everybody a shout out, and once again, thank you. And thank you to every one of the Overland 870 admins, Stephen Moore. We got Danny, the cameraman, right there. You know, Darren went to go pick up paper plates, but he's back. Jeremy McGinnis is the Phantom. So, I mean, we all get together and we do this, and we try to do as much as we can, like I said. It sounds like a sales pitch, but it's not. We don't care about being famous. We don't care about being the biggest Facebook group. We don't care about any of that stuff. We care about hanging out with our friends in the woods. And and family. That's all we care about. And we like to party. And last night I couldn't party very much, but tonight I'm going to be able to party a little bit. So there will be shenanigans. So I encourage everyone to pick up your glass and make noise out here, because that's what I'm going to do when we start doing all this. But we definitely, our partners in crime, PNUMIX. Everybody should get one of those shots. It's Apple Crown. So, but we do want to thank J3 at the Gap here for letting us have this event here. You guys, if you have never been on property before, it's outstanding. It's beautiful. So they have put tons of work into the cabins, tons of work into the ground, and getting this fixed up. And they did all this for you guys. They did this for every single one of you guys to come out here and enjoy this hidden gem out here in the Ozarks. So tell your friends, post about it. Ooh, we're getting cut out. Tell your friends, post about it, all that good stuff, and share it. And once again, thank you. And go buy some tickets, people. Go buy some tickets. And hang on a second. Who wants a soft shackle? There you go. There we go. First soft shackle's out. We'll start giving stuff out as we're running around here every few minutes. Get close, because I'm really crappy at throwing. So,
Am I going to have to throw for you?
hang on. You didn't even catch that. Why would I throw something heavier? Look at you, missed it. D, come on. Whoa, he's up the game here, boy. We're gonna feed them to each other.
No, hell no we ain't.
You brought it to the table, brother. Are we gonna do this 101 Dalmatian style? All right, 1, 2, 3. He got all his. This was a mistake. Oh my God, I can't do this.
Hey, is that Blackberry Crown?
Woo!
Yeah, that's our family son.
You totally beat me, Jack. I don't think that's that. There's a meeting. Oh, all right. So everybody, look at me real quick. I gotta do this shout out for me. So in case you don't know who this is, so this is Benji from Midwest Adventure Outdoors. Benji is a sponsor of mine and also a sponsor of Jesse's from Trail Stick Outdoors. Benji is our go-to guy right now. I mean, like, if you need something, if you need to buy something from Offroad, Benji's our shop. He also does service, gear work, and everything. I'm just fixing to re-gear my Gladiator here in the next couple weeks. So, if you don't mind, if you get a shirt, you're fixing to give away. If you get a shirt, please go to Midwest Adventure Outfitters and give Benji a shout out because he donates and he's all about the community. That's all he does. So he's a community guy. Spend your money at Midwest Adventure Outfitters. Spend your money at Rough Country. Spend money for the people that support your group. That's the biggest thing you can do. So if they're giving you stuff to give away, if they're coming and taking care of you and there's a problem, focus on those people. Don't focus on the companies that have the big giant name or whatever. Focus on the companies that take care of you. And Benji will take care of you every time you turn around. So we're going to give a round of applause for Benji from Midwest Adventure Outfitters. He had to go home, but Patrick is here. Hey Patrick, come up here. No, that's an incredible Christmas tree. What's the name that is lettered across the back? It's the original. It's the original. It's on the side. Everybody's seen it.
Everybody's been to the front of your Jeep.
Who can come help her? She can phone a friend. Folks, come on! Stop yelling from the crowd. You gotta come down here. A1. Not a terrible shit. No, I'm kidding. No, listen, I want to tell you this. So, thank you very much, DJ. So I want to tell you guys something real fast. Just for somebody that really deserves this 10. Don has been talking about this all weekend long since we knew we were giving 10 away. He's like, man, I really hope I win that 10. I really will get that. So congratulations on winning that 10, bud. We're going to announce the stuff here in a couple minutes on everybody that won the silent auction stuff. Listen, thank you each and every one of you that donated on this. I want to tell you something. Even if you didn't walk out of here a winner tonight, I want you to know that we do this stuff. We do this stuff all the time. Buddy. And we want everybody to. We want.
All right, guys, it's Sunday. It's been a fantastic event. We've had a really good time. Last night was a lot of fun. We had a ton of giveaways to give away. Our good friend over here, Don, right there in the red Dodge, won the Rough Country tent. And perks of having a full size is he's got the tent stuffed in the back, so he didn't have to worry about mounting it, last minute. But man, we've had a good time, a lot of fun. We had a blast with the PNUMIX last night.
Ooh, what did we do?
Doing our little outro,
An
buddy.
outro? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Everybody had a wonderful time here last night at Whiskey and Waypoints. Man, I can't help but thank everybody that helped pull this thing off. We had a blast. Yeah, shot cam. Talk about shot cam yet?
No, I haven't talked about shot cam.
Ooh, shot cam. Yeah.
Shot cam, I don't know how I'm going to do shot cam. I'll probably do some of it in this video, but I think I'm going to try to make a little ad for the PNUMIX guys, maybe. Or it might be at the end after the credits. I don't know. It was pretty interesting. And all the ladies doing karaoke was pretty funny, too.
It was a lot. We had a good time, man.
Real good time. We had a blast.
So pulled it off.
Pulled it off. But, yeah, guys, I want to thank y'all for watching and sticking around for all our shenanigans and craziness. And I appreciate you guys supporting the channel and supporting our podcast, Overland 870 podcast. And stay tuned for Tuesday. Who we got on Tuesday?
We're going to do Whiskey and Waypoints recap.
No, we got somebody Tuesday.
Who's coming Tuesday?
Our backseat deletes Tuesday.
Oh, backseat delete.
Yeah.
Oh, that was very helpful this weekend. Forgot about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's this Tuesday's podcast, and that's kind of it. What's our next thing? Nothing. We're taking some time off.
We're taking some time off for the holidays.
Yeah, we are taking time off for the holidays. The podcast is still going. Yeah. My channel's still going, but the events are coming to a stop for at least a year. We're going to have to scale them way down, get back to the roots of it, and just have a good time and finish out the year. But guys, I appreciate you again. I can't thank y'all enough for what y'all do for the channels. And so until next time, simplify and God bless.
See you on the trails.
Oh, one more thing. Happy birthday, Marines.
Woohoo!
Yes. I'm not saying I'm protected.
When the situation calls for it.
All right, well, I'm gonna give you a set of J3 for gas.
Leanne, you're good. It's good.
I want to make sure you're in focus. Shot cam.
Oh no.
I'll take one ice skirt. Best out. Did you make it stronger?
No, it's still down.
Oh, wait a minute, you gotta know what it is, people. You can't.
He's got to do that way this time. He's learning.
He is. He's learning.
Get down there. Got it.
Yeah.
I'll take a shot, Cam. I ain't scared.
So close, people, so close. But remember, you can't yell from the balcony up there. I already have too many shots.
Yeah.
We're the nest.
Van Barnum.
Shot cam.
Woo, once again, PNUMIX is in the house. Rachel, get your shot.
Shot cam.
Time is up. I'm trying to find
Make sure you're in focus here.
They need to make those in like gallons.
They are. They're working on it.
We can dance. We can dance.
That's stop triangle.
This is high def, Northport single view. Well, I don't know what the means. Yeah, that's the thing.
There it goes. Now it's recording.
What'd you hit again?
Now it's recording.
And action.
Yes, it is recording. Hey, this is Jesse with Crayon Brotherhood. We're here with Michael Rhodes today, going to go on a ride for the Hurricane Trail. We got a few people with us, and we'll have some fun. Talk to you later.
If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Since they paid to see a show, got the South overflow, yeah. If I gotta do it, I'ma do the most. Watching me, they take no, raise a toast to the goat, yeah. Body be dripping and fancy, pat on my nose with that fancy. Money on me, I got plenty. Hundreds, 50s, and 20s. Stage that, lot of them. Rags, house by the lake, bought that. Ops to the brakes, draw back. Paddock on my wrist, I'ma hit him with a